All right, you guys should be able to hear me now loud and clear. I'm actually live. You should be able to hear me loud and clear. I'm gonna try to work my new system I got. So let's see. You should be able to go. Should be able to hear me loud and clear. I had to switch everything over. Here we go. One, two, three. Here we go. Here we go. If you can hear me loud and clear, I had to switch to there. And yeah, dog, we here live. Late night game. I'm gonna tell you now, you come here, don't be coming up here. If I put this link in here, don't you come here talking crazy. Here we go, here we go. It's the link. Bam. We talking about a question was asked, how do you build that experience? So which is a very good question. You should be able to hear me loud and definitely clear right now. Let's see where we're going here. Here we go. Is this what I'm looking for? Yes, it is. This is Lawrence D. Adams. This is late night. You know, I'll be chilling doing this time. Let me put my banner up right here. And I'm going to cook tonight. I'm going to cook tonight. I'm going to cook tonight. If you are listening, you're like, oh man, LDA is live. Oh my God. Oh my God. LDA is live. Try me. Well, I don't know what I pray for. Okay. We're not doing all that. Cameras. Set up. Okay. So yeah, you should be able to hear me good. So what I was talking about is having that experience. A lot of times, a lot of people, a lot of guys don't know how to create that experience for themselves, and they don't know how to create that experience for whoever they're with. And what happens is they end up cheating themselves and cheating the person that they're trying to deal with, the woman they're trying to deal with. Ain't no way around it. And when you do that, you only hurt yourself. And then you get on these YouTube channels, and then you try to what? What you try to do? You get mad and have a hissy fit on online. Ain't nobody care about you having a hissy fit. Nobody care about you having a hissy fit. Oh shoot, this asks for my password. Remember to set me your password. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But this the thing. The experience that you want to create is the experience that you already have with yourself. And let me throw, since we're gonna go a little deep here. I'm gonna go into the water, and sometimes it's not even the experience that you have experienced on the outside. And what do I mean by that? Sometimes you can, as a man, your thing is to create, because you are as your father God. And what you do is you create an experience on the inside in your imaginations, which is the playground of the gods. And what you do is what? What do you do when you do that? You then, when she comes along, you then what? Allow her to play in what you have created. To connect to your mobile device. Okay, we're going to do this. You allow her to play what? In the playground of which you have what created below the depths of the game. Right. Let me see. Let me get this right quick. 1 second, because I'm about to do a multi-cam right quick. Soon as I figure it out. Come on, Adams. You're a freaking genius. I think I can do this. So you allow her to what? Come into what you have created. Some of you have not went into your imagination and your ability to create in your mind and have the experience there first for her to enjoy. And so what happens is, let me turn this on so we can do this. So she is now trying to bring you into her world, and you not bring her into your world. And it all starts in the mind of the what? Of the man. And that's what I think a lot of guys give. They have no creativity to create an experience for themselves, let alone for someone else. And what happens is the woman leaves. Like, where'd she go? Why is she leaving me? Why? Because you have not created You haven't. Good. I'm okay. I mean, just let me get this right quick. How do you remove the cobwebs of creativity to expand and open up? That's a good question. Let me put that up there because it's a good question right there. One there, where it is. How do you remove the cobwebs for creativity to expand? How do you so this gonna sound, I know this gonna sound crazy. It's gonna sound crazy. What's going on? Start doing the art part. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one of the ways you can do it. How do you the first thing this is so key that you get this right now. You realize there are no cobwebs. You say, wait a minute, LDA, I'm gonna go there. If you want this, I'm gonna go there. There are no cobwebs. What you're doing is you identify something that you believe is there. I'm gonna go there tonight. I got time tonight. I got time. So you realize, okay, since there's no cobwebs, I'm in my creativity. So how do I expand my creativity? First of all, you realize I'm already expanding and open. Then the next thing you do to get the creativity flowing with you, the next thing you do is, you want to bring it good. I know it's there. I just want to bring it out. It's dormant. So if it's dormant, so once again, you want to bring it out. The thing you have to do is go into your mind and begin to play in the playground of the gods. What is the playground of the gods? Your imagination. You bring it out only when you have it within. I know I'm talking, you know, this way. So what you do is whatever you see on the inside, you have to bring onto the outside. So whenever, like this brother here brought out, you start by doing art. Great, you do some art. But where do you see the picture first for the art? You see the picture for the art on the inside of you, and then you draw it on the outside of you. So what do you do to expand and to bring it out that is dormant? You have to begin to go. You may need to go out there. So what you may need to do is go do some things. I don't know, drawing. I don't know if you're like to listen to music. Sometimes I can listen to music and it gets me into the flow. I'll give you an example. I like a certain Angela Wimbush. If she sings one song, Angel, I'm able to use that song and to tap into the deep depths of my creativity and my knowingness about who I am and God and all like that. And so what you have to do is once you get into the playground of the gods, which is your imagination, then you take what you have in your imagination and you begin to do things. The only reason why you think it's dormant because you said it was dormant. I guarantee, let me help you, son of God. Let me help you. Let me help you out right quick. And I definitely put the invite in there and put this copy. This is some game tonight. I normally don't come on Saturday nights. You know that. But I feel like I need to do this and put the thing up. Let me help some guys out. In order to activate your creativity, you got to realize that you are creative. In order to expand your creativity, you got to realize that I am expansive. In order to expand your creativity and open it up, I am open. I'll give you an example. When Michael Jackson and Prince were going back and forth, Michael Jackson said, I have to get this song or Prince will take it. He understands that it starts in the playground of the imagination. If you ever listen to R. Kelly, he said he heard the music above him. It wasn't that he heard the music above him. He heard the music on the inside of him, and then he brought it out. So your creativity is dormant or it's not expansive. It is not open. You have to look inside of yourself and say, like Jesus said to Lazarus, take the grave clothes off and come forth. Your creativity is never you have to say, come for I am creative. I come up with creative things. So when you do that, you'll see your whole world begin to expand. sometimes, I don't know if you guys realize, many times I do not take notes on what I'm talking on here. What I do is I tap into the deep wisdom that's inside of me and begin to pull it forth. And it's determined who's on here on what needs to be said. The same thing for you. You can do the same thing when you tap into the deep reservoirs of wisdom and creativity that's inside of you, so that you can create an experience first on the inside of you and experience it on the outside of you. Remember, the playground of the playground of the gods is your mind, your imagination. Is your what? Imagination. Good. I like the question. There's a girl I met this week with blue hair, and I'm attracted to her. I want to expand on her blue hair as a conversation breaker. Can I flow with that? Just that, but just not try to be, or can I but not try to be a friend? So this is a good question. Let me leave it up. So there's so many ways you can go with that. Say with her blue hair. Okay, so there goes Shaw. Good to see you. Good. Okay, we're gonna get you added. There we go. Okay, you go. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, LDA?
All right, let me get the blue hair. We're gonna get this is good. There's a girl I met this with blue hair, and I'm attracted to her. I want to expand on her blue hair as a conversation breaker. Can I flow from that, or can I just try to be a friend? Okay, first of all, let's make sure we get the thing. If you're attracted to her, which is normal for men to be attracted to women, so you talk about her blue hair. Hey, what made you decide to get to dye your hair blue? What were you thinking about? And she began to open up and share about that. Her blue hair is not a sign of lesbian. No, it's not. But as a communist, as another artist or organizer, right? So what you do is how you open someone up, how you open up a woman or anybody is with an authentic question. What made you think about getting blue hair? What were you thinking about? And what she's going to do is you're showing more. It's going to show to her that you have interest on why she do it. Now you may like the answer, you may not like the answer, but I'm just going to say that for now. What's going on, brother?
All is well. How about yourself, good brother?
I'm doing good, doing good. Just coming back from seeing Arnaz J. I said, let me jump back on this camera and say some things about men creating the experience first with themselves.
For sure.
Yeah. So definitely.
Yeah.
So what you got?
Well, I mean, I was the one that asked the question, and I wanted you to break it down just a little bit further as far as how does a man actually go into the process? Like, what's that process like for creating an experience for a woman, especially like after the cold approach, and you know that you have a solid shot at going into the interim stages or the beginner stages, playing let's get to know you, things of that nature. How does a man, like, what's the playbook? Or is there a playbook?
There's always so that's a good question. There's always a playbook. See, so after you made the conversation, so after you do to say the opener and you talk to her, whatever the case may be, right. The thing of it is now you're bringing her into your world. And so in order to bring somebody into your world, the first thing that you have to do is listen. Women always give context clues about how to get them if they're interested. Okay. Then what you do is you take the context clues that she's giving you, and what you do is you say, hey, that fits into my world. Okay, let me expand on whatever that may be. So say she said, I like going to the art museum because we have people talking about art today. Really? Okay, great. Now here you are an art connoisseur. You know this kind of art, this where it was in 1869, this happened, and then this person did this, and they have a new art exhibit at the thing. You know what? You know what I would like to do? Check the language when I'm about to say. I'm actually been planning on going to see this art exhibit. Do you want to go with me?
I get it. Okay.
There's a difference.
You're making her a +1 instead of building. Okay, got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
A lot of guys build their game or their approach or where they're doing to accommodate the woman. No, you're bringing her into your world.
Okay, so okay. I know more than likely you're probably going to say the same thing again, but I want to break it down a little simpler. Okay,
go ahead.
So let's say, for example, a woman says that her favorite chocolate is I don't know, Godiva.
Okay.
Or she says that her favorite color is blue. Okay. As a token of appreciation, should he just go ahead and buy the Godiva chocolate just because she says that's what her favorite? Because from my understanding, yeah, because it's like, from my understanding, if you have to ask for it, you don't deserve it in a woman's mind.
So you trigger me, man. You trigger me with that question. You trigger me with that question, man. You see, I even got my lights up. You trigger me with you trigger me with that question. She says her favorite chocolate is
Godiva.
Okay.
Yeah.
You heard it, right?
Yes.
You heard I like Godiva chocolate.
So is it really as simple as just going out, getting a box of the Godiva chocolates and say here? No. Or is it a little more subtle to that?
So let's get the chat room. Y'all in the chat room. If you it's two answers, and man, it's gonna be so cold. It's sitting right here on me.
Okay.
Let me know in the chat room so put a number 2 if you want to know what to do with this chocolate. Man, this game gonna be cold right here. Put a 2 in the chat room. You want to know what you're gonna do with this chocolate. I'm ready.
Because like I said, from my understanding, if you have to ask a woman for it, then in her mind you don't deserve it.
Right. So
because it's like, if you did, because she thinks, in all honesty and fairness, the way a woman's mind works, if she deserves it, you don't have to ask for it because she'll already offer it up to you. You see what I'm saying? You already got to the point to where you found out, or I found out, that her favorite chocolate is Godiva because she volunteered that information. Correct. So if she can volunteer something like that, why can't she volunteer something else?
Very true. So you want me to flip it? I'm gonna flip it because you just, I'm telling you, I almost want to jump out of this coat. So what you do is this is it, man. I'm telling you. So when she said, "Oh, I like Godiva chocolate," you hear it's like, "Oh, really? That's interesting." Okay. You go past the stop sign. Do not stop at the stop sign and go buy her that Godiva chocolate.
Okay.
You go past the stop sign, you heard it, and you let it go. You go past the stop sign and you let it go. Next thing you do is you reward her when she has done something with what she said she likes.
There's that
right there.
I like that. I like that.
So when she has done something for you, some kind of, and please, we gonna take the kitty. I don't got the kitty cat sound on here. Take the cat off not the kitty cat, because y'all be wondering, you're the kitty. She gave me the kitty cat. I must get a child. No, when she does something for you, you reward her with what? Chocolate.
Got it.
So now those feelings that she have about, because this is her favorite. This is the first thing that's going to go through her mind. Oh my God, he heard what I said.
Right.
2, I'm getting rewarded by what I did for him. And guess what I have to do now? If I want to do anything else, I'm already triggered, already have attachment to chocolate because it's my favorite. Now I have those same feelings towards him. So she become attached to you because of the feeling of chocolate. My car did the same thing. Don't worry about it. Mine did the same thing too. It did the same thing before I got in here. I had to click it and do all that. So now you have attached that. So when she does something, she knows Pavlov law. When you ring the bell, the dog
the
begins
food comes out. Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah, the food comes out. But now taking that a step further, it's like let's say she goes into the compliance testing. Okay. Mm-hmm. The same rule will still apply as far as establishing or setting boundaries. Because the way I understand it is, it's not so much of the simple fact of what you can and cannot tolerate so much as it is the articulation or getting the point across to her. You see what I'm saying? Like, the way that I see it is, it's nothing when the teacher does it, but it means everything when the student does it. Yes. So now if you can condition her early on towards that reward system that's a part of your program. Okay. So now, to keep her from becoming, say, for lack of better words, a habitual line stepper, okay, then whenever she does something good, you reward her accordingly. Whenever she screws up or whenever she does something that is out of line, okay, next time she rings the bell, the food don't come out. Now all of a sudden it's a problem, and it's supposed to be.
And this is the other. When you said, I thought of three things came to mind. Y'all, please take. I seen somebody, Brown Horner, said this. He took notes. Now, even if she does something good, y'all ready for this? Don't give her the chocolate.
Right. Yes.
Please, let me make it simple as possible. So we got this analogy. She said that she likes chocolate, Godiva chocolate, or whatever the case may be. You do it the first time, you do it the second time, you do it on a reward system. The third time, you do not give her the chocolate. Why don't you give her the chocolate the third time after she was compliant? Because women need to have the experience of loss. They need to feel the kaleidoscope of emotions. What did I do wrong? You need to get them to get lost in their imagination of what took place, why I didn't get the reward. Then she will go to the next level to do whatever she can do to get more chocolate.
And then when you see her, now she's doing more than showing indicators of interest. Now you got her to the point to where she's ready to put skin in the game. So the moment you see her ready to put skin in the game, you reward her with something bigger than the chocolate. Because I guarantee you, the same way that she volunteered the information about the Godiva chocolate, she volunteered information about a certain restaurant that she liked, or a certain place that she liked to go whenever she has the time. She just hadn't had the time yet. Okay. Do that.
Right. And so this is the thing. I gotta emphasize this when it comes to this game. Women always give you the playbook, when most times we don't listen because we're leading with our dicks in our hand. Just be very clear. Women give you the playbook, but we are leading with our dick in our hand. So you got to think, what is your objective with this particular woman? Is it to get her into the bedroom? It's a different type of game. Is it to be a long run? You apply a different type of game. That's what most guys make. It's not the same. It's not the same.
But it's literally touch and go. Yeah. Because the way I understand it is, you literally have to play it by ear every single time at every step of the way. Because even though the playbook is still the same, women tend to have importance of the individual at heart above anything else. That's where, not all women are like that and all this other stuff comes from. Or that's not me. Trust me, dude. At some point, every woman is going to do the thing that you say that every woman does. It happens without fail.
And this is the other, this is the other thing. This is the other thing. A lot of guys don't pay attention. Y'all better pay attention to this. Don't you think women are taking a mental note of who you are and what you're doing?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Definitely.
If you do not think women are not taking notes on what you like and what you don't like, she noticed that this ain't right and this ain't right, and she's trying to fill the spots in when she's interested in you, or if she's running game on you, some women really pull the trigger out on you.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's the whole point of being consistent. You see what I'm saying? Like when you put the game together and you're really out there, living life on purpose. Okay. If you're consistent with it, women will take notice. They may not respond. They may not actually acknowledge it, but guaranteed they are watching and they're taking notes. Like that's just a bona fide fact.
Right. The thing of it is, a lot of us guys don't sit back and take notes. I'm gonna tell you, we talk about the reward system. One of the things reward system I used to do earlier, like I think it was back in the early 2000s. What I used to do is, I come from the era when you were younger in elementary school. Y'all got to pay attention to what I'm about to say. When you were in elementary school, when you did well on your paper, your teacher would put a star on it, a gold star, a silver star, or a red star. Peep what I did. What I would do when I would first interact with women was do this. I would say, I'm going to put a little star on your head for what you just did. What am I doing to her? I'm taking her back to when she was a little girl, 1. 2, I'm validating her. 3, she now has to look for my approval.
Right.
All in one conversation with a little star.
Yeah. And that's the thing about it. Like, a lot of guys would harp on the whole love and everything like that, the attraction, and don't get me wrong, it's not like it doesn't have its place. But I've always been of the mind to assert that because men rule access to relationships the way that women rule access to sex, then from the woman's side, from the man's side of playing the game, attraction is what gets you in the door, but arousal is what gets you in the bedroom. And if you want to maximize arousal, you got to be consistent, and you got to maintain the likability that she's already volunteering to you.
Yeah.
Because she wouldn't be in your space. She wouldn't be in your space allowing you to entertain her if she didn't like you from the beginning.
Right. And let me throw something else. This gonna throw a monkey wrench to something you just said. So you said we control the access to what? Relationship, right?
Relationships. Yes.
And women control what?
Access to sex.
Bingo. I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench in that because I heard it before and I know it too. But let me throw a monkey wrench on it. When I lived in Atlanta, there was this young lady who was from Alabama. She was country, nice looking. Woo! And she can cook. So the first time she invited me over, I went over. She made me something to eat. She had kids. She told the kids, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Oh, I know what time it is.
Oh, boy. I started thinking.
I know what time it is. Yeah.
What I did was, I said, oh, the kid. And they seemed like they didn't want to go to sleep.
Okay.
He says, I want to get this. But what I did was pay attention to what I did. Oh my God, this is wicked, man, wicked. What I did was I went into her bedroom, we shut the door, and we watched TV. Netflix wasn't even out yet. It was no Netflix.
Right.
So she shut the door, we watching cable. So she laid next to me and she put the little, they put the booty on you. She put the booty on me. I was like, he stood up. He said, he stood up. But what I did was I did not go for the kitty cat.
Right.
I stayed there and then I went home.
Right.
What did I just do? I took the power of her having the access to sex and realize now I switched it. She has to get the access of sex from me at what I use it. You take it away.
And that's exactly how it's supposed to be done. It's like a lot of guys will take a listen to that and they say, oh man, LDA is crazy. No, LDA is crazy like a fox. Reason being is because what he has just effectively done was place the power of sex and attached it to the power of relationships. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what he did.
I took it away from her, man.
Took it straight away from her.
She called me. She's from Opalupa, Alabama.
Oh, yeah, Opelika. Yeah, Opelika.
Alabama. Man, Lawrence, the next day, how you doing? I want to come over. I said, why you want to come over? And I don't know. The kids already at the school. I said, all right. Know what she came over? Mm-hmm. She was ready.
Of course.
Ready.
Of course.
Motor was dripping. Oil was dripping already. Why?
Of course.
The power of her thinking that I needed to do something, walk through some hoops, walk through fire to get her kitty cat. When I took the power away from her, she had to chase. Brown Horner said it right here. That drives them actually crazy. They start to second guess themselves and say, what's wrong with me?
Yes. I got it I got, Tyrone to do it. I got Chad to do it. I got, Rodney to do it. But LDA, Shaw couldn't do it. The reason why that act is so powerful, or that chess move is so powerful, is because of the simple fact that it shows discipline. Mm-hmm. It really does. It shows sexual discipline. Because if anything else, it says, well, wait a minute now, this is the first time that, we've actually been together in this intimate of a setting, and he doesn't want to have sex with me. Oh, okay. So now when she goes to start rolling in her Rolodex and playing with her imagination about your past relationships, she's weighing it against what she's been through. She sees that you wasn't quick to give it up when she offered it the first time. So now it's going to make her even more ready the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth time. Easier access.
Right.
But at the same time, you don't want to have it be a one and done. Because again, like I said, attraction was what gets you in the door, but arousal is what gets you in the bedroom. Mm-hmm. One of the things that arouse a woman constantly is consistency from a man. Keeping that same energy. So now if you could put it in a rotation, say you hit it on Monday and Wednesday, but then you're gone Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all the way up until next Wednesday, it's going to show a pattern of behavior because of your consistency.
And then I did a show years ago, or did a video. When you have the pattern of consistency, you have to do the next thing. Be inconsistent.
Yes, switch it up.
Switch. Yeah. Too many guys become too predictable, so she knows your pattern. So when you switch it up, it throws her into a loop. Like what's going on? Why? Because now she's seen that you've been consistent. Now you switch up and you become inconsistent in what you were doing. It throws. So you got to understand. Most guys don't understand. Women are driven by what? That you remember that. You probably remember that. Be consistently inconsistent. Y'all, you remember that video. So most guys don't understand. Women need to experience their emotions on all levels. That's why they
what word came to mind?
What's that?
I'm hearing a woman that said she likes variety.
Correct. That's why she watched the stories. Why the story said Johnny shot JR, and then the next thing you know, JR is with Ellie Mae, and then Ellie Mae is with JR, and then the show cut off. We'll be back next week.
Right.
All that time, that was on Thursday. She got to wait till next Thursday to think about who really shot JR. Now, the same thing applies to your life. When you're you be consistent inconsistently, and you don't listen to these people they say on social media. I'm not saying that you just say this, but I'm saying what you're doing is you're creating an ebb and flow with her.
Yes.
Emotion. Man, I shouldn't be giving this game. We shouldn't be giving this away. I made that
you're right.
I made the drastic mistake of being too predictable. A girl said that to me also. Shaking my hand, I learned my lesson from that. Yep. Leaving her in suspense. Correct. Y'all you too predictable.
Because again,
what did Isley brother say? You're contagious. You're driving me what? Crazy.
Because see, the thing about it is, leaving her in suspense or leaving her wanting more is not the same as ghosting. Okay, because when you're ghosting, that's the no contact rule. Okay, when you're consistently consistent, driving her into suspense, keeping her wanting more, this is you. This is not so much the hot and cold method, but it's more like push and pull. You know, you're going all 10 cylinders. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden you throttle it back, and then you throttle it back some more. And then as soon as you get to the point to where she's starting to question, then you throw it all in full gear all over again. Right. That's the suspense that she's looking for.
And she looks for that in the bedroom. Is it after 12 o'clock? Yeah. She looks for that in the bedroom.
Yeah.
So some of y'all got one pump move. Missionary, you're done. I'm done.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to switch it up. It's also cycling her through thought. That right there, Brown Hornet. Is also cycling her through her. Women need to what? Go through her emotions. She has experienced sad, happy, love, hate you. I wish you was here. I wish you was by me. Then I don't want to be near you. Make me sick. I'm gonna cry. She needs to experience all that.
Like for example, okay, I have a rule that I never go through 72 hours before I respond or initiate contact. It's always 72 hours. That does a lot. Like, men don't understand how much a woman will be drawn to you if you just allow her emotions to run wild, just a little bit about you. Make her wonder, or allow her to wonder, because a lot of men will look at the fact that, you know, she sends these long paragraphs about why you didn't call or why you didn't text or whatever the case may be. That's actually a good thing. You know, especially if you're trying to get her on your program as soon as possible. If she really likes you, she's going to have you on the brain. If she has you on the brain, her emotions and her imagination is going to run wild about you. You're going to experience her acting out, you know, in the frustration of wondering why. That means it's working. That doesn't mean she does not like you. That does not mean that she doesn't want to see you ever again. She just wants to cycle through her emotions, like Brown Hornet said. So, you know, the thing that really impacts the woman the most is not so much that you're sitting up here being a punching bag, but at the same time, how you handle how she throws her emotions at you weighs more on her conscience than anything else. Like, it's not so much how she acts towards you, it's how you respond. Right.
And I think that's what a lot of guys miss out on when it comes to this game. So when you look at in totality of what we're saying, what we just told you is step by step how to create an experience.
Right. That's it.
Just told you how to create an experience in your life. And then if the woman's like, this is the part that most guys in. Women do not think like us.
No.
When you realize that, you would, just the thing, you don't hate them because they don't think like that. You begin to appreciate that they don't think like I do or like men do.
Right.
That's the difference. Sorry, I'm trying to do some multitask at the same time.
One of the most wisest quotes that was ever said to me was said by a dear friend of mine, and it says, the worst thing that you could do in a relationship with your significant other of the opposite sex than you is to treat that person like you would treat yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what I mean by that is, as a man, she would already be drawn to me because she see how well I treat myself. So it's already enough for her to say, well, if he treats himself that good, then more than likely he's going to treat me well. Okay. So part of building that experience from the beginning is finding out what she's looking for when you ask her the question, so how do you like being treated?
Mm-hmm. She's always going to tell you just the thing. I gotta laugh. You listen to what they say with one ear, and you listen to what they say with their actions.
Yes.
So let me say that again, because a lot of guys are missing. Because you hear all this, oh wow, this sounds good. You listen to what she say from out her mouth, but you listen to what she says from with her feet. Her actions will always give her away. That's why when I hear women talk on social media, I laugh. I'm gonna give you a story. When I always talk about when I lived in Atlanta. I lived in Atlanta, and this was after Katrina. So we had a lot of people who were coming from Louisiana up to Atlanta. So I ended up talking to this young lady who was from Louisiana. Nice lady. I think she had one child. So she invited me over there. We talked back and forth on the line, whatever the case may be. Her profile says, "I'm not easy. I don't give it up."
I call bull sugar honey iced tea, but go ahead.
I said, okay. I said, you don't give it up. All right. And she's like, I don't play. Matter of fact, the guy I was with, I cut him up and all. She told me all this elaborate story. I said, all right. So she invited me over. So the first thing she did, she made some spaghetti. I said, listen, my grandmother said, don't eat nobody's spaghetti. And you from Louisiana, baby, I'm not eating that spaghetti. She said, ain't nothing wrong with it. So whatever. So I said, oh, so she said, okay. So I ate something else she had there. So she went, it was like a split level. So she went down to the lower level. She said, I'm going to take a shower. I said, all right, okay, cool. So she put on, I never forgot that. She had on Eddie Murphy Delirious. So I went there cracking up laughing. I'm having a good time laughing and things like that. And then all of a sudden, she said, hey, I need you to come downstairs. I'm out the shower. I was like, huh? Come out I was like, I'm laughing with Delirious and I'm having a good time. So I go downstairs. She's in the bedroom. She takes off her towel. And baby,
that's how it starts.
I don't do nothing. I don't do that. I said, I learned a powerful lesson. Listen to what she say, but listen to her actions. And I kid you not. And I'm gonna keep it 100. We at the dark, right?
We at the dark.
We at the dark. She tried to drown me. She was. I had to get my scuba gear because she was dripping. Drip. I'm not talking about drop. I'm talking about drip.
Splash.
Splash. 10 feet. I was going.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to keep up, and she had me going. So that taught me a powerful lesson about, listen to what they say, but listen to what their actions is. And I ain't gonna. I came back and got that again. Then after that, was my time up.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that type of expression can be seen all over the place if you're really paying attention. Because like for example, You could have a woman that will look you up and down. Okay. If she likes what it is that you have on, if she likes the way that you smell, if she likes your conversation, if she likes the way that you look and things of that nature, one thing that will guaranteed give it away as far as like her genuine or her authenticity of whether or not she likes you, period. We're not talking about exactly how much at this point. We're just talking about, is it a definite yes or is it a definite no? Look at her feet. Look at her feet. Because if she likes you, her toes will be pointed towards you. If she says she likes you, but no, something about it, just the first interaction, it just ain't doing it for me. One foot may be towards you, the other foot may be pointing towards the nearest exit. That's just human body language. Same thing it is when you're sitting down. If she really likes you, she'll start mirroring your behavior. Okay? If she likes you, right, yeah, when it's pointed towards the door, she's probably lying, but the thing about it is the same way if you're sitting down, okay? Preferably, I like it for when I'm sitting down with a woman at a table, I don't necessarily like to sit across the table from her unless I absolutely have to. If there's any way that I can sit down at a table with a woman, I'm going to have her on my left side. Reason being is because of the simple fact that it's easier for her to give me those contact clues if she's sitting next to me as opposed to across from me. But you can see it in either case. If she likes you, she'll start to mirror your behavior. If she likes you, she'll start to lean forward towards you. She'll laugh at your jokes. Sometimes she'll laugh at jokes that's not even funny. But you got to watch that too. Because because sometimes it may not necessarily be the fact that she's really that into you and she's trying to get you to like her. She may be a little bit too nervous around you.
Yeah.
Like she may think that she's punching above her weight class being in your space like that. So
that's interesting. I'm glad you said that, because a lot of times most guys don't know how to read the room. And so when you don't know how to read the room, women, like I said, you listen to what's being said, but you listen to what their actions are saying or what their body language is saying. I got a story. I feel like my dad now. I got a story about that too. And I was in Atlanta again. So I was in Atlanta, and I was going to IKEA at down near Midtown. And I was going to shop for some things for my house because I want my house to be, at that time, to be the nice, comfortable place. So I'm there shopping and I'm getting some candles. Yes, men get candles. I was getting candles because I want to create that ambiance, things like that. And this young lady was going down the same area I was under the candles. And so I just put my candles in her, jokingly put it in my candles in her basket. So we started laughing. She said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm just getting some candles and stuff for my house." So next thing you know, we just started talking and we started going out, and then we checked out at the same time. I said, okay, this is all right. She cute. All right. She got the bones in the back. All right. So we check out, and I was so embarrassed about this. So I'm talking to her, and I noticed what you said, and this is powerful. Her hips were turned towards me.
Hips don't lie.
Pelvis was turned towards me.
Hips don't lie. Yeah.
I said, in my mind, I was like, get him.
Got him.
I didn't say nothing. So I said, yeah. I end up, I said, well, let me get your number. We got to connect, whatever the case may be. We got to talk about candles or whatever the case. I made it real, corny, whatever the case may be. So I get to go beat my car, and I forgot where I parked at.
Oh.
I was like, "Dog, this is embarrassing." So I got my stuff. So I walk her to her car. I said, "What are you doing up here?" I said, she's like, I don't really got nothing planned. I said, you know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to the California Pizza House. We're going to California Pizza. Meet me there. It's like, right now. So we get into California Pizza. And the guy said, "Oh, you guys are such a lovely couple. You look so good together." I said, "Yeah, that's right, because this is our first date. This is the first time we ever met." He was like, "What? I thought y'all was together all this time." I said, "Nope, this is my first date with her." Boom. I was with that young lady for about 3 years.
There you go.
I'm saying that for a reason, because a lot of times we talk about it. This is the whole theme thread of this is creating an experience, but you got to be able to read the room and think about what I did. I created the first experience by taking her to the California Pizza House, or California Pizza, that's what it's called. And when she'd never forget that.
No, and that's the ill part about this whole thing. When you're creating the experience, you just got to look for those cues, and then, carpe diem, seize the moment on it. Like, okay, women will sit here and they will say, well, I'm a boss chick, I'm independent, I'm this, I'm that, things of that nature. One of the things that I've found out that women absolutely love is a man who is in command. What do I mean by that? Okay. Let's say you're at a restaurant, you're familiar with the restaurant, she's not. If you order for her, and especially if you're ordering a dish that you know for a fact is awesome, I'm telling you, you're on the road to submission just by doing that much. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you're planning the date. Okay. Yeah, we're going to, like you said, we're going to California Pizza. Right now? Yes, right now. Don't wait. Drop everything. Come on now. Otherwise, you're going to miss the boat. She'll be on the first thing smoking. Guaranteed. Because that's one of those spur of the moment, excitement, roller coaster ride feelings that she doesn't get often. This is what they're talking about in the romance novels and in the rom-coms and stuff like that. Doing stuff it's really simple because it's spur of the moment, but it's so impactful. Like, literally, don't wear the don't just pick out anything. Wear that little black dress that I saw on your Instagram. What? Yeah, I'm telling you, she'll be there. 6 heels and all. Right. She'll be there.
She will. She will. Y'all ready for it? I got so much story time. Let me know y'all want another story time. I got another story. You may be thinking of another story. Let me know in the chat room right now if y'all want another story time. Let me know. I got one. I thought this one cold. It's first date and hit it. So let me know in the chat if y'all want the story time on this one, because you just gave me. I thought about it, and matter of fact, I'm still friends with her. She like friends on Instagram, so I know she ain't gonna hear this. Let me know in the chat room. Put story time in there. I got one for story time. You got to be real cold to do this one. Story time. Come on, man. We got to get some more people in there. We got 10 people watching. Y'all watching. Get this story time right quick. This is impromptu because I only do Wednesday and Friday, but I feel like I needed to do is get the story. Give me some more story times in the chat room. Y'all ain't sleep. Y'all just, some more story times. I'm gonna start calling y'all out, but I do have one. I'm gonna tell you a cold game I ran.
Well, okay.
Uh-oh.
I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
I got one. Okay. It was this one time where I was entertaining this woman. We'll call her Peanut. So I was entertaining Peanut for a little bit, and this was when I was understanding that a woman would only be interested in a man for one out of two reasons. It's what you can teach her or what she can take from you. Okay. What I got, the blessing in that lesson that I received was the fact that because it's a part of the relationship dynamic, I can control what her ultimate outcome is. Meaning, if I make what I teach her more attractive to her than what she can take from me, then anytime that she's in my space, she's looking for me to give her a jewel. She's looking for me to impart some type of wisdom for her. She's not looking with her hand out. You see where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
So it just so happened, because we're up north about this time, and it starts to get a little cold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now she's complaining about, after the first couple of snows had fallen and things of that nature. And, she's complaining about how it's slippery. We got black ice and things of that nature. So then I made it my mission at that point to instruct her that, hey, you're walking on the wrong side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
So then I go into the history of what it means to walk on the right side of the road, because we drive on the right side of the road. I told her about the Eisenhower Expressway. I told her about chivalry and why, why it's customary for men to walk on the right side of a woman, have a woman walk on the left side of a man. I broke down the garrison and the military colors, and why the strongest or the oldest flags are always to the left, because it shows support and things of that nature. She was really impressed by my lecture. Okay. So then switching it up, I got silly with it. The next interaction that we had, I got silly with it without being self-deprecating.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Did you freeze up?
No. So now I go with the joke. Have you ever made a horrible decision with a poor mindset?
Mm-hmm.
So now that just goes to the question is supposed to, like, I threw the question out there to give you the type of idea of the type of woman that Peanut is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is not, your average 304. Like, this is supposed to be, she's got a couple degrees under her belt. She's very well educated. She knows how to hold a conversation. She knows the difference between dialogue and debate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So to have this question thrown at her, now all of a sudden it throws her mind in a completely different tailspin, because now she's wanting to know whether or not it's actually safe to be free, to be, other than just the corporate woman that's, day in and day out, things of that nature. Can I actually take this mask off and literally be myself? So creating that space for her to be safe in was what allowed her to get snowed in with me on spur of the moment. Because it just so happened we were going towards where I lived. Okay. The snow started to fall, and I'm like, come on now. The first snow is starting to fall. You see it's about to get better. I mean, you see it's about to get worse out there. Come on, get snowed in with me. And she couldn't resist. She could not resist. Why? Because I asked the question earlier. Have you ever made a horrible decision with a poor mindset?
Right. And boom. And you open the door with that.
And boom.
That's what I'm talking about. It's just that simple. Now I'm gonna tell you what I did. Y'all know y'all shouldn't be. I normally don't tell them. I guess tonight's tonight. I'm telling all of them. Telling stories to time.
Story time.
Right. So I did. I was talking to this young lady. She lived in Ellenwood. It wasn't Ellenwood or further. I'll say Ellenwood because I don't want to give a real information. She lived in Ellenwood. So so I'm talking to her on the phone. We vibe and we talking. I'm like, we got to meet up. I say, you know what? I frequent Barnes and Nobles all the time. She's like, oh, you do? Yeah, I go to Barnes and Nobles all the time. There's a Starbucks in there. We can get coffee, or we can get some tea, or we can get some hot chocolate, whatever the case may be. But I go there all the time. I say, you know what? Why don't you meet me at Barnes and Noble? She said, oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So we coordinate and we meet at Barnes and Noble. So I'm always there before my guests get there. Peep game.
Yeah.
Just in
Yeah.
case I have to dip. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
there and she comes up. I'm like, ooh, wow. So I say, hey, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, hey, how are you? I say, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So I said, she said, so what kind of books you look at? I said, I look at a variety of books. Pay attention what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, I like listening, looking at inspirational things like that.
Ah.
Catch what the
Okay.
next thing I did. What is next to inspirational books? Because y'all don't know. The sex books.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I did was I went right to inspirational and this one and chicken newt for the soul. And you believe in yourself if you say this. And the next book is how to bend her over and say yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we walk from just in that one little bookshelf, we walk from that set to there. What did I do? I prepped the conversation where we begin to talk about sex openly right there. That opened
Right
the
there.
door for me and Miss Blah Blah to do something that night.
And I honestly think that that's one of the more keynote points in creating an experience for a woman.
Mm-hmm.
It's like part of that experience is creating the space that's safe enough for her to do ABC or say XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though she may not see it, I mean, even though she may not show it, she's more afraid of screwing things up than you are as the man.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the burden of performance is heavily on, because I mean, if I'm gonna keep it a buck, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. It's just putting on a show. We're
Mm-hmm.
either doing stand up or we're the main character in a Broadway play most times.
Mm-hmm.
But we're the one putting on the show that she comes to see. But at the same time, because we require audience participation, she's more apprehensive about making a misstep than you are or I am as a man.
Correct.
So part of that, literally taking the ease off of that is creating the space that's safe enough, just literally saying, okay, it's okay if you really want to let your freak flag fly. And then we'll work out the particulars later.
Right.
Like,
and
she'll thank you in the morning now.
She will. And I want to make sure to emphasize y'all hearing this conversation is something that we talk about after dark. Please understand, I talk about spirituality and the game at the same time. So I want you guys to I don't want y'all to get twisted up with what I'm saying. What's going on? Me and Mrs. Blah, blah, blah. Damn, I love that. LDA has the hat on though. Big game. Good to see you, Big. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I think what happened is I think it's so important. Why there are channels like this and there are other channels to talk about men, like for this tonight's subject is talking about creating the experience first with yourself and you bring the woman in, because a lot of men have not had that conversation with a father, with an uncle, or with someone to teach them the game. And I want to make sure I emphasize this, even though I'm talking about Miss Blah Blah Blah. Once again, we had it just wasn't one time me hitting out the park. It was many times hitting out the park with her, and I actually enjoyed it. And two, for all you guys, let me say this too, because I'm gonna say something about Miss Blah Blah Blah. She was taller than me. Well, you're worried about my height, and I'm this. She was taller than me, so automatically in my mind, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how my mind worked. I believe I'm 6'4". I believe I'm 6'4". And I believe some other things I can't say I believe, but I'm gonna tell you what I believe. I hope y'all read between the lines what I just said.
I believe we're all the same height when we're lying down.
And when Miss Blah Blah, and she was taller than me, and and I seen when she was the package that she was working with. Oh, I said the package that was, it was wrapped up just well. I said, oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna knock it out the park. But this is the thing. Read what I'm saying in between the lines. My mindset was already how much taller? That's a good question. I'm glad you asked. And you said LDA. LDA is so well checked, he won't even disrespect even if in her name. Yeah, I won't tell you her name. And I know who she is too. She's on the gram. I ain't gonna tell you. I got a lot of people on my Instagram, so I'm not gonna tell you who it is. So I am 5'8", 5'9". She was at least 5'11".
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But that same token, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if I can say this, man. I treated her like she was 5'2".
That's it.
Please catch what I just said.
That's it. That's it right there.
She's about 5'11". I'm about 5'8", 5'9". I treated her like she was 5'2".
Yeah.
I grabbed her by her waist. I treated her like, and guess what? Most guys would have been intimidated by her height. I was not. I didn't care. Like you said earlier, when we all lay down, we're the same height.
We the same height.
No matter how tall she is, she always gonna cuddle under your arms.
That's it.
So I treated her like she was 5'2". I didn't tell her she was 5'2", but in my mind, I treated her like she was 5'2". And guess what? She complied. I'm gonna give one LDL caveat to that story. I pray she's not listening. Lord Jesus, I'm from the church. Help me, Holy Ghost. Oh. So it was on a Sunday. I came over after church. And while her mother was on the phone, she was talking to her mother about this and that. I said, well, she said, come over while she's talking to her mother on the phone. She said, come sit by me. I said, okay. So while she was talking to her mother on the phone, she said, hold on, Mom, for a minute. And she said, I'm about to step to the mic.
No!
I said, but you're talking to your mother on the phone. She said, that's okay. I want to step to the mic while I'm talking to my mother on the phone. So while she's talking to her mother, she is stepped to the mic. So I'm there listening while her mother and she stepped to the mic. And I realized something right there. Catch what I'm saying, guys. She stepped to the mic. You don't know what your woman would do or what turns her on. She was turned on by stepping to the mic with her mother on the phone. And I kept looking at the picture across the room of her mother looking at me like, I see you.
Because that's one of the things that that's one of my favorite talking points. When every woman has a standard or every woman has a set of boundaries. And from the onset, or especially in the beginning stages, that must be respected. But the more she grows attached to you, the more a man needs to realize that her standards literally go straight out the window, because she's trying to conform to the program that you put before her. And the more she grows, the more she conforms to your attachment style. Yeah, there's no telling what she will be into. You understand what I'm saying? It literally will, the kind of guy, I'm talking like the kind of girl that will change religions for you. The type of girl that she's probably never listened to, say, reggae, and you're the biggest Sky guy that she knows. And all of a sudden she starts wearing the Legalize It t-shirts and things of that nature. These are the type of examples I'm talking about, because it's how strong or how hard women will go for their experiences. And they're looking for the best ones possible. They're looking for the best ones out there.
Right. And we're gonna put a bow right there. You gotta understand, not just women, people are looking for the experience life because they live boring lives.
That's it.
And if you can offer a woman to come into your experience as a man, you will change your life, her life, and you will imprint her life.
Oh, that's the magic word, LDA.
Mm-hmm.
Imprinting.
Her.
That's a masterclass. That there is a masterclass. If you can imprint, oh man.
So we always talk about imprint for our sexually. I'm talking about we're talking about can you imprint her with the experience that she had with you. So no matter what another man comes around, he can never ever beat the combination that you have of your experience that you gave her. I got stories for days with that. I'm not going to tell the story because it's too close to.
Because I mean, and the thing about it is, like, when I give my perspective about that piece, it's like I'm more or less on like one-on-ones, or I'm like in person and things of that nature. I don't necessarily like to talk about imprinting on social media because, truth be told, I have heard perspectives about it that I don't necessarily agree with, but this is coming from people who claim they got a corner on the market. So you go ahead and do that. You make your money, do whatever you got to do. That's on you. I'm more sapiosexual with it. You know, some people would call me an emotional sadist. Okay, I'll get that too. But the fact still remains, I haven't failed with imprinting yet. That's the key.
They all want to be imprinted with the experience of you. Y'all need to hear this. I'm slowing down my voice so you can understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. She wants to go back and tell what you did for her. Think about
go ahead.
So when you think about this, when you send flowers to her job, hypothetically you do that, the flowers wasn't for her. It was for her to brag to her friends of what her man has did. So she get the experience of getting the praise of getting flowers, but she also gets the attention of that other people are now gleaming and getting attention to her about what she got. She wants, I'm telling you, if you catch this imprint, what I'm talking about, y'all, what time is it? Oh, it's almost 1 o'clock. That's why this is coming out.
How about repetition?
Ooh,
how about repetition? Saying the same cadence. How about repetition?
They always.
Cadence.
See, now y'all want to talk. Now y'all want to talk. Y'all want to talk now. They always try to. I was about to lose. They always tried to call a man soft for being sapiosexual. They hate that. Is one imprint the mind. We know what the flows that. Yeah. Okay. Yep. The other channels talk about women wanting a man that's 6 feet, 6-pack, 6 abs, lake field. Like no. Yeah. But let me tell you something. He can have all those things. He can be 6 foot 6 with a 6-pack and 6 figures, and she is dry as the desert,
Sahara Desert. Yeah,
Sahara Desert. But I'm telling you, if you know how to imprint her with your experience, we always. Since you say sapiosexual, let me say this. The biggest sex organ is not between her legs, but it's what's between her ears. So if you can walk down the corridors of her mind while she's sleeping, when she wakes up and all she's thinking about is you have imprinted her mind. That's going to and it's going to then imprint her what? Her body. So when she thinks about you, her legs starts to shake, not because she's nervous, because she's getting wet. Let's keep it 100%. So you imprinting her mind.
How about from the very onset? Because it's a common thing. A woman will size a man up you know, inside of 7 seconds most times, especially when you're on the approach. So how about if you fit the sharp dressed man? Okay, like you're sharp as a tack. If you ever seen a woman bite her lip before, you got it.
I'm gonna say this too. Where we at? Jesus Christ, we got 1 minute.
I don't mean to keep you up, man. But I mean, when you came on, you had me going, man. I was like, we gotta do this.
I gotta get back and go to church. I'm gonna say this. This gonna hurt some of the content creators. They're gonna get mad what I'm gonna say. This is what the pimps know. This is what the pimps know. We talking about imprint. The pimp imprints her mind. That's why she never leaves him. So no matter how many dicks that she has, it means nothing because he has her mind. That's what the pimp knows. Think about it. She goes out and sells her goods to every trick and John that comes along. He can have big dick, little dick, short dick, wide dick, wherever the case may be. It doesn't matter. She knows to come home to daddy and bring him the money. Who has the power in the situation? The guy that's paying for it or the guy that has her mind that she's paying him?
It's the guy who has her mind, because that's the one she's running the money to. So it's always the guy that she's got in mind.
I wish you guys would get this. So we talk about imprinting, you imprinting her mind. Now please understand this, because I need to say this because of who I am.
Yeah.
You have to be ethical.
Yeah. Please use it for good.
Yeah.
Don't be evil out here.
Yeah. Because some guys get too happy and they be doing all this, hearing all this stuff, and they're doing stuff, and you driving women crazy, and you wonder why your car messed up. You wonder why she didn't slash your tires, because you didn't deal with your mind. So let me say this again. This is not to be used as a tool to manipulate, hurt, or anything else to a woman. Don't do that.
No. If anything else, the game is literally designed towards establishing a program that she can get behind. That's the first thing. The second thing is to get her attached to you by giving her experiences that she can gravitate towards. Then you imprint her so that you can mitigate the risk of having that successful long-term marriage that we're all in it for. You know, that's what cashing out the casino is all about. Take her off the market. That's what she's looking for anyway. And do that.
And you only take out somebody off the market that already sees you as the market. Y'all be taking these raggedy chicks that don't mean you no good just because the kitty cat good, and then you want to be like, well, I love her. What did I say a couple days ago? It is respect first, love last. A man must be respected first. Y'all be looking for you. No, I'm gonna tell you the problem is, and I'm gonna say this. The real problem is you looking for your mother inside of a woman. That woman would never love you like your mother. Let me say that, my New York on there. She'll never love you like your mother. She would never do it. Stop looking for the love. Look for the woman who's going to respect you as a man. Respect your program. Respect what you're doing. If she cannot respect you, she has to exit the class and go to another program. Y'all keep putting people through programs who do not deserve there, who do not deserve to be there, who do not value the teacher, who do not value you as a man. She overtalks you, she oversteps you, she speaks for you. You need to tell her this class is ended, your syllabus is tore up, you need to go somewhere else.
Because I don't love. Because if you can't see it no other way, you see it with the men who either enable, condone, or they actually are co-complicit in women who execute bad behavior.
Mm-hmm.
you see them co-signing on their bad behavior every chance they get. And it's so crazy to me, because I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, they literally think that's what's going to get them access to the cookie.
If she don't respect you, she will let me say it this way. If she don't respect you, she will be dried up.
Yeah, she will reject you. Like seriously, she will reject you.
Her body will do all kind of boom, boom, and she'll dry up.
Yep. And then the thing about it is, women have gotten more sophisticated with showing rejection, especially if you're providing something that is beneficial to her. It may not necessarily be something that she needs, but it's definitely something beneficial to her. Like, your attention, your energy, your time, your appraisal of her in the eyes of other people. Okay. So because of the simple fact that she no longer likes you, but she finds a use for you. Okay. Because this goes into something that you were saying on Friday's show. One of the ways that you can mitigate that risk, or you not fall victim to that, is establishing your standard. Like literally putting it out there. I mean, dare I even say it, as an emotional, intelligent man, hereunto you shall go, but no further. Well, why? Well, because, going back to the reward system. Okay. Sometimes you gotta pull that back, even if it's for a little while, even if it's for the tiniest thing. I mean, especially if every woman is going to sit here and try to find a way to disqualify men at every chance they get, just so they won't go crazy in love. Ever thought about that?
Yeah, that's what did I say Friday? And I'm glad you said what you just said. I said Friday. Where is your list of disqualifications for a woman?
Yeah, where is it?
I don't know why y'all don't have none. She got a kitty cat. That's all I care. She look good. She got a booty. She got good spots.
When you look at the list that women have, if he don't pay the bills, he's not a man. If his stroke game is off, he's not a man. If he don't take me out at least twice a week, he's not a man. Some women will go egregious enough to say, if he doesn't put me in my place every once in a while, if he doesn't smack me up and down, he's not a man. If there's this laundry list of things that will disqualify a man from being a man, where's the laundry list for women?
And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm glad you said this. I'm gonna say this. Where were we at? Shoes. I must have took it. When you have a list of qualifications and disqualifications for a woman in your life, they're going to call you narcissist. They're going to say that you're a hater. They may even call you gay. They will say, why would you do that? You know why? Because you're going against the system that is created for simps.
When in actuality, what you're really trying to do, or what your attempt at creating this standard through the experience, is literally leveling the playing field. Because if quote unquote good girls is going to play hard to get, then you as a good guy should play hard to keep.
Y'all two of an easy lover. Think about it. You value something that you had to work to get, and you pay the price.
That's it.
I don't care who it is. I paid a price for the equipment, the cameras, and things like that. Ain't nobody come over and just gonna start using my equipment just relatively. You got to pay a price. You're not gonna even come on my channel unless I didn't know who you are and I seen where you move, because it's a price to come up here to even talk with me. And the reason why I'm saying that, you got to have the same thing around you. This is what makes, once again, the theme, your experience more, your experience as as a person, and her experience with you more valuable, more lasting. And there comes the imprint that we had just talked about. Y'all too quiet in the chat room. Let me know that, put a number 3 in the chat room. Let me know you guys are here. Y'all too quiet. Either y'all listening or y'all watching TV.
I think they taking notes, man. They sucking up this game.
Yeah. Let me know in the chat room. Y'all here. Thank you, son. Thank you. Good. Let me know you here. Let me know, because I don't want to say no more. I'm gonna put a pause. Let me know you guys here. I'm gonna do like Kevin used to do. Get the lights up. Get the lights up. Get the lights up. Come on, there you go. Thank you. So let me know you guys are here. Because I don't come, y'all getting into my time to go to bed, and I gotta be up and go to church in the morning. I gotta be there at 10 o'clock. I got stuff to do there. Y'all let me know y'all there. Y'all don't, we got 8. Thank you. This is what you're paying with. As Jono was saying, you were paying with your attention. So thank you for paying with your attention. Yeah, definitely. I'm telling you right now, if you establish what we're talking about tonight, just that about the experience, but when you begin to establish that these are qualifications, thank you so much, Cleveland bus driver, uppercut, these nuts, good to see you guys. Thank you so much. When you do this, the quality of women who come in your life will completely change. Either this is the thing it's going to do. They're going to work to get you, or they're going to leave you because they can't handle it. Because they have never experienced rejection on this level. Women cannot, please understand what I'm saying to you, cannot stand rejection of someone that they like, and even someone that they do not like.
Right. Yeah, they just can't handle the L.
No, we can't. So that's why you need to have a list of things that you will and will not. Let me say this again. I can't tell you what should be disqualifying or qualifying on your list, but don't get outrageous with it. You need to be reasonable. You need to be thinking about this for real. Don't be saying, well, if she got blue shoes, I ain't gonna do it. I don't want to do it. No.
No, but if she's upsetting to your peace, if she throws a fit every single time, you give an objection. If she throws a physical fit because she can't get her way, if she constantly has her hand out, I'm literally talking about things that matter, because they literally change you for the worse on a physical level, because it starts out up here. Like, it literally starts out because they're messing with your mind. They're trying to condition you so that they can break you. The whole book breaking is so that you can be the guard dog. It's the guard dog mentality. You'll be Thanos to the entire world, except when it comes to that woman. And that in itself is another form of imprinting. But
see why you do that? She can be 5'2" and you 6'4", and she telling you, I can't do this. She running, she got you with your nose wide open, what you can and cannot do.
Yeah.
And most guys don't do. I'm gonna say this again. The only reason why that happens is because you have put love above respect for yourself.
That's it.
You got it right. Tame the wild man. So let me say this again. The only reason why this happens is you put her love above your respect. You put her, I love you, because you want to be loved so bad that you don't realize what keeps a man ticking and moving forward is when he's respected. Not saying that you don't need love, but respect must be first. When a woman started to disrespect me, everything stopped working. Everything turns off. I'm done.
Yeah.
And this is the thing.
I'll go into an active dread. Like, I will throttle back so hard, and to where it's just like silence. I'm just stoic as a statue. And then the issue will come, well, what's going on? What's wrong? Oh, I got to remind you of how we started so that you can remember how you got here so that you can appreciate it more. It's evident to me that somewhere along the line, you skipped an appreciation class. That's my failure as a man. That's my failure as your man. So let me go back, re-educate you so that you can learn to appreciate this a little bit more. Because evidently you must have forgot. We start all the way back from the beginning. You can call it boot camp. You can call it whatever. I don't care. There is a certain standard of care that I have for my woman. Because if I'm going to treat myself a certain way, I'm going to treat her with the exact same standard. That comes with accountabilities and responsibilities that no other man is going to have. Because I'm me for a reason.
And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this, I definitely need to get ready to go, but I'm going to say this is very important. A lot of times when that happens is you got to look who raised her.
Oh, yeah.
Who raised her? A lot of women, I'm going to say this because I'm going to cover both sides. I'm going to bring, I'm equal opportunity when it comes to the belt.
Sure.
A lot of women have been trained not to respect a man. And they've been trained by their mothers to be men on the outside, to be men on the inside while looking like women on the outside. Okay. Equally so, we have a lot of men who have been trained to tolerate disrespect because your mother never respected your father. Never respected her. She never respected her father. Her mother said father. And so
co-signing on the bad behavior. Yeah.
Right. So what happens is now you see that. So you think that's acceptable to receive from a woman. Let me say that again. You think that's acceptable to receive that kind of. So a lot of men are men on the outside, but they're actually women on the inside because you've been trained by your women to look for love first and not respect. So now you get into a relationship with a woman, and guess what happens? She begins to disrespect you because she's been trained that way. And you begin to accept that because you've been trained to accept that because all you've seen is the women around you disrespecting men on some level.
Got it. Yeah.
I got that. This
is makes a lot of sense.
This I'm telling you. So you, and this is what I talked about Friday. This is culturally, because it's not everywhere. This culture has did that.
And to some degree, there is some level of either re-education or retraining or reculturalization. The whole point that I want to make regarding that is the fact that you don't have to downgrade her in the process of putting this, pattern of behavior in. It's all about, you start out small because every pattern of behavior starts out as a habit. So instill the habit, be consistent, lead by the example. Yeah. She will follow suit. She will mirror you. She will mirror you. The point I'm trying to make is you don't need to be as degenerate as she is in the dispensation of your, program or in the execution of your program. Because half the time she's doing that stuff because of the simple fact that she doesn't know what else to do. Like she's reached the end of her firmware programming. So write the program for her. I mean, I'm making it sound, it literally is easier said than done. But the point is, it needs to be done because there's not a lot of guys out here doing it.
Right. That's when you become her teacher, which is what? Another experience. And think about this. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to look this way while I say this. How many women have had fantasies of making love to their teachers?
Oh, You're right.
Y'all didn't catch that.
How
many women have had those fantasies about secretly going into the teacher's office and doing things with him?
Or the principal.
Or the principal, because she's been a bad girl.
Right.
I'm giving to you. I'm not gonna say no more. This is Lawrence D. Al. This Wind Spirit. That right there. Y'all see why y'all keep y'all keep egging me on, man. I'm trying to go. I gotta get up and go to church in the morning, man. I gotta go to church in the morning.
Yeah, but no honesty and fairness, it's been a pleasure, LDA. Yeah. I appreciate you having me on, man.
Peace. Y'all ain't gonna get me to go there. Right there. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this time, me coming up on a Saturday. I always wanted this substitute teacher. Yeah, see you guys being bad. But I hope you guys got something from this. You hit that sweet spot. He had to go. Right. Yeah. So I'm about to get ready to go. I had to get up and get ready for church. I had to be there at a certain time. I got responsibilities that I have. Thank you for listening. Thank you for me understanding this. Please understand the goal here is to make you a better man, to a better experience life, better experience what you're going on in your life. That's the goal here. I don't got time to be doing all this cartwheels, doing all this kind of stuff that other people are doing. I could talk about celebrity stuff. My thing is to pull you up so that you can be the best version of who you are. Give you some game, give you some of my experience, some of my failures. You don't need to hear about all the success stories. You need to see sometimes that even me, I failed at some things. And once you realize that, you appreciate a man who is authentic. But with that being said, I am getting off of this. I'm gonna run the music though. Oh no, I can't. We'll play this, then we hit the other one up. This is Lawrence D. Adams. I am out. Trying to get me to stay up all night. I ain't staying up all night with y'all. Running a marathon. Gotta hang my coat up around here.
get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it. Tell me what you want, babe, and you'll get it. Look at what you got, man. Don't forget it, 'cause I can give you what you need. I'm your fantasy, I got you. Tell me what you want, babe, then come get it. Tell me what you want, babe, you'll get it. Man, don't forget it, babe, and you'll get it. Man, don't forget it, babe, and you'll get it. Man, don't forget it, babe, you'll get it. Man, don't forget it, babe. Feels like the first time. Throw away all my pride. Don't wanna say I love you first, but holding it in just might make me burst. Love in the open, daydreaming, hoping, melting in our make-believe new worlds. Whispering winds bring the remembrance that you're my girl. No shame, no games. I wanna fall in love, fall in love. I'll be your savage, I'll be your baddest. Or do you like sweet caramel honey dipped? I'm yours till the beat flips. Don't let it slip. Give up my power. Yes, afraid to lose each other. Counting the hours till I see you again. Could you be life, lover, and best friend? never takes back. Wondering where you at, or who could you be with? No, I'm not possessive, but you're mine. Okay, I'ma let you live, no shame, no shame, no game. I wanna fall in love, vulnerable in love. Do you want classy? Do you want nasty, babe? I'll give you options. I'll be a perfect day. I'm yours till the night fades. Whoa, don't let it fade. No shame and no game. I wanna fall vulnerable. Giggling softly. Could you be laughing at me, or we just giddy? Butterflies flapping in me. Don't stop what you're doing. Yeah, what you doing to me? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Feels like the first time. Feels like the first time. Throw away all my pride. Don't wanna say I love you first, but holding it in just might make me burst. Love in the open, daydreaming, hoping, melting in our make-believe new worlds. Whispering winds bring the remembrance that you're my girl. No shame, no games. I wanna fall in love, fall in love. I'll be a savage, I'll be a baddest. Or do you like sweet caramel honey dipped? I'm yours till the beat flips. Don't let it slip. Give up my power. Yes, afraid to lose each other. Counting the hours till I see you again. Could you be life, lover, and best friend? Waiting for text back, wondering where you at, or who could you be with? No, I'm not possessive, but you're mine. Okay, I'ma let you live, no shame, no shame, no game. I wanna fall in love, vulnerable in love. Do you want nasty, babe? I'll give you options. I'll be a perfect day. I'm yours till the night fades. Whoa, don't let it fade. No shame and no game. I wanna fall vulnerable. Giggling softly. Could you be laughing at me, or we just giddy? Butterflies flapping in me. Don't stop what you're doing. Yeah, what you doing to me? Feels like the first time. Throw away all my pride. Don't wanna say I love you first, but holding it in just might make me burst. Love in the open, daydreaming, hoping, melting in our make-believe new worlds.
I want you to follow me as I begin to take you on a journey. But first, I want you to relax. Relax your mind. Relax your body. And I'm going to guide you. What I want you to do now is to lay back and begin to relax your mind. Take all the worries away, because I'm going to guide you slowly in relaxing your body. First, we're going to start from the top of your head. I want you to reach Relax your face. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders, your arms, and your hands. Now I'm going to action and tell you to relax.